Me and the dogs are searching right here on the edge of the field. I think this used to be an old apple orchard or something here. Bunch of old dead trees. But in here, if you can see right there, there's a bed. Another deer bed there, another one there. There's a couple more here, but right on this little hilltop, the creek's all down the bottom there, and they come out of that thick stuff, and like usual, they bed right on the edge of the field inside the wood line, and just looking for some antlers here. And I thought for sure there might be some sitting in here, but I don't see anything. We got some fresh snow again, so it's not helping. I don't want to walk down there. We had such a huge rainstorm last night that, well, I don't even know if you could see that. I'll try to zoom. You can see that the creek is just flooded. It's over. I don't even want to get near there with the dogs. They'll go in that water and get swept away. All right, now I'm out here walking by the food plot, and just a quick glance, I can see nothing sticking up. No big ones anyway. But the big one I found a couple weeks ago was right about where Luke is back there, just crossing across right this ditch. So I'm just going to walk this ditch all the way down and back. And then later on, when the weather clears, it's so cold. I don't know if you could tell, but it's like 20 degrees, 30-mile-an-hour winds, snowing. It's pretty cold out. And later, if it clears up, I'll walk the whole property around all the edges of the field and everything. All right, I took 10 more steps after that last video clip, and I said the last one I found was right here where Luke was crossing here, and look right there. Look at the size of that thing. And I think that's going to be a set. I'm pretty sure that's the one that goes with, I think that's the, if that's a, yeah, that's a right side. That's the one that goes with the other one. So that big buck dropped that. If we would have looked a little bit, well, if I would have looked a little bit harder that day, right here in this ditch where this water's coming down, if I would have looked harder, I would have found that right there. That's it. That is a heavy rack right there. But I think that's a set. Nice. All right, I just came back in the house. I didn't even keep walking. I just came back. But check it out. This is the one I just found. I'm telling you, this, you can't, on camera it doesn't show you how fat this is in the mass, but this is the one. Let me see, I write it on the back here. Yeah, so January, yeah, so this is a buck right here.
It's huge.
Look at that thing. That's a set. That is a set. Now, I always compare it to this one we found, one of our older videos. But let's take a look here. The difference. How's that look?
Looks like the same deer, just bigger.
That's nice, isn't it? That's the, look at this. Look how big that is. It's crazy. Let me do it this way. Probably like that. That's got to be a little bit closer. That's got to at least be 19 inches across, I'd imagine, if I get my tape measure. That's probably 19 inside. Right there. That's this is probably 130, easy 130 class deer, easy. But there's, I want to go back out, so I just came back to get Miss Oxford 821, get her clothes on. So let's get out there and start walking before more snow comes, because it's starting to snow harder. So try to get some walking before they get covered up.
All right.
we just pulled up here at the buggy to head towards the feeders to fill the feeders. In between looking for antlers, and right there, spotted that one. Pick that one up. Let's see what that looks like. I got him on trail camera. I've actually seen this one a lot with this point broken. He's kind of worn down. He must have been a fighter. Even the brow tine is really worn. Oh, is that broke? Oh yeah, it is. It's snapped. Oh, that's another one. Nothing? I looked back, I saw this branch laying across horizontal. I thought that's a seat from that tree stand. That's the cushion for the seat. The weather just rips them apart.
Well, I just gotta pick it up while he's trash.
Yeah. I thought for sure to beat some down by that pine tree under there.
Where?
The one you just walked past down there.
I didn't see anything.
Nothing?
I mean, I can get back past it. I don't know, maybe I missed something.
Yeah, so earlier today I found the matching side, the right, I don't know what side it was, right down here. And a couple weeks ago I found the other side of it. The first one I found was right there, and then I just found the right side right there, right down at the ditch. And then we're taking a break, filling up the feeders, and we'll see if we can find anything else. I can't believe there's none around this feeder. What? Nuh-uh. I just said... What the heck? Oh, you got a little spiker. That's a dagger. Let me see. Hold her up. Nice. That's probably the one that was running around grunting at me. We were bow hunting. There you go. His other side's probably laying out here somewhere. Because those little bucks, they come to this feeder 2-3 times a day, so his side's got to be out here somewhere. Okay, she thinks she found another one just by standing here. What the heck is that?
Now you're ready.
I'm filming, but what is that? Wow, you did find one. Is that this year, or you think that's last year?
I have no idea.
Because it was covered in leaves and water runoff and...
You should have found it, Dougie.
Wow, look how that's all palmated and all.
I mean, it's kind of bleak looking.
That looks like an older one.
Maybe.
Look how palmated it is. We'll have to clean that up because that's kind of characteristic of the buck I shot this year. Nice. All right, well, we finished filling up the feeders, and just around here at the feeder we found that, which would have been an 8-pointer. It broke that piece off there, and I've seen this buck before, and his brow tine looks like he just kind of wore it down. This one I'm skeptical of. There's a lot of mud on here, but I've never seen this buck, but look how it's all deformed. It's got this big palmation right here. I don't know if that's this year's buck. I've never seen that on camera. It's got a broken point, but nothing's chewed on. So it might be from this year, and then our little lucky spike, but I think we can do. Are they all left sides? They're all left sides. Yeah, they're all left sides. Okay, so the deer seem to come up this ditch, and they walk this ditch line, the woods back and forth, and they break right or left from this ditch. But the weeds are usually taller along this ditch, so they kind of skirt this ditch all the way up. So we'll walk and see what we can find along here. Okay, so she thought she already found one. If you look right there, turn the point to that so you can see what that right there, that light brown looks like a antler, but that's a corn stalk or a leaf from a corn. It's tough when you're walking. She's going to take the grass side, and I'm going to take this muddy corn side here. It's kind of hard walking here. I'm crunching through the ice. You can see it's how it is. But we've had snowpack here for over a month. So, and we had torrential downpour yesterday. I mean, the hardest rain I've seen in a while. And it rained all night, and then today it kind of stopped raining, and now it's been snowing today, but it knocked a lot of this down, so it might reveal some antlers. Look at these, they tore these bushes up. That we got to keep our eye on Doug, because Doug's the antler master. He'll find them before we will. Sometimes he'll bring them back, and sometimes he won't. And Luke, he's way up there. He's more interested in looking for mice. But we've had a couple big 10 points out here, and we have yet to find any sheds from a 10 point at all. See, he's digging for mice right now. See, I catch a lot of deer coming right from here. They're crossing right here. Like when I'm looking out the window, they come out right here. What? What? Holy crap! Whoa, is that a 10 point? Yo, you found a 10 point. You were standing right there.
I turned around and it was there.
You were standing right there.
I know.
What? That's the first 10 point we found.
Ready? 80.
Whoa.
How thick is that last one you had though?
Wow, look at that. You've got to find his other side. Hold him up regular. Let's see. Yeah, let me see that thing. That is nice. And I just want to remind everybody that this is Pennsylvania. We're not in Iowa or Illinois, anything like this. Is just middle Pennsylvania. So that's a really nice buck. We're finding some really good antlers here, and all these bucks made it through hunting season.
All right, let's keep looking.
Man, we got to find that other side there.
It's either down here.
It's got to be here somewhere.
Or up here.
I was just saying how right there's the house, and when I'm watching out the windows of the house through the binoculars, they come down this pinch point right here from the woods, and they hop across into the corn, unless they're coming up from that ditch line. So it's probably here somewhere. Well, let's finish walking up the ditch, and then we'll skirt the wood line back. Okay, it's later in the day, late afternoon, and we found a bunch of antlers so far, so now we got more troops out here with us. This is the first time walking in the cornfield. Before we found all the antlers up there in the grass. But the deer were in here every night. There's got to be something in this cornfield, so. But nothing yet, so unless we're missing it, because you can see how hard it is to see something in here, but if it's big enough, we should be able to find something. So this is the next day. We've been looking for antlers each day. Didn't find any yesterday afternoon. Now we're down here in this low area along the creek here. It's kind of a swampy area, overgrown. But the deer do come from up from down here. So there might be something down here. And up above here is the fields. Doug, no antlers? Nothing yet? Okay, so now I'm down in some pines here. It's definitely warmer in the pines, that's for sure. And along these pines, there's these hilltops that I can catch them bedding on. But there's still so much snow out here. Fresh snow, this is all fresh snow. And they've all dropped their antlers. I have no deer on cameras with antlers, so all these antlers will be underneath fresh snow, which is making it a little more difficult. I'm down in these pines here, but look at the rub. It's really thick with pine. These are all hemlocks right here. It's definitely safe out of the wind. I just don't see any antlers in here. Now I'm in the bedding area here, and there's just such good deer trails going up through all this thick bedding area that I had to follow it. It made me want to turn and just walk up here. I don't really like walking in the bedding area. I know a lot of guys will say search for antlers on the south side, the sunny sides, and I mean, if you look at this trail here, that's what this is. This is their bedding area. But it's February, it's the end of February, and I really don't want to chase them out of here, so I kind of don't like doing this. But I'm by myself now, and there's another buck rub right there, if you can see that. I'm by myself, just taking the dogs for a walk now. Everybody left me, so I'm just going to sneak around. Well, I made it up like 3 benches, old logging trail, up the side of the hill here. And I really don't want to go up any higher because it's just too cold up there for the deer. I've got cameras up there, and in the wintertime, they will stay off the tops of the mountains. They'll actually stay low down the valley. You can see how high up I am. I'm pretty high up on the mountain, but they like to stay down low out of the wind because the wind whips across the tops of these ridges, and it's brutal up here. It's brutally cold up here, and the higher I get, the less deer sign there is. So I think this is about as high up as I'm going to go, and I'll try to zigzag my way back down. Well, it took me a while. I just walked this whole hillside here, and I finally connected to a deer trail and worked my way out, and of course it comes out right to the feeder. And then I said, well, let me just zigzag this field one more time. And I can tell you that me and 3 other people walked this yesterday, and right there I found this sitting right on the top. It's kind of unbelievable. I could walk past them. But that's the first one today. And a lot of walking for that right there. And I didn't have to go through all the sticker bushes. I could have just walked the field again. It's crazy. Well, I just came from the big field. I cut through our woods. There's where I have my owl box right there. And instead of taking the normal trail that goes up to the feeder, I cut through the middle here and came around the bottom and to come up into the backfield food plot. We didn't walk this high grass yet. Matter of fact, if you watch my videos from earlier in the year, I shot a bear right there. When I shot the bear, it ran and it died underneath of this log here. But on my way up, right there, the dogs haven't even seen it. I just found the other side to our 10-pointer. And let's see. Oh, Dougie got it. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Look, he's picking it up. I didn't even let him know. See, Dougie, you little sucker! I found it first, though. That doesn't count. Come here. You're not getting your name on that one. Come here. Let's take a look. I found it first. I was making a video. And that's the other side to the 10-pointer. Bam. I know because that crab claw side right there. But that's a big sucker. Beautiful, beautiful rack. And I don't think he's that old. I mean, he might be a 3-year-old. If he makes another couple years, the mass on... I mean, it's got... These bucks I'm finding got such huge mass. The antlers are so heavy and thick. If you can see that. Let me zoom up. Compared to my hand. They're huge. Down here at the base. Look at the base on this thing. It's a monster rack, but that buck was sneaking along the bottom to go up. Now, yesterday we walked the top here, and we walked all in that top, back and forth, looking for antlers, and we didn't come up through this bottom. And there he was, laying right there. Got him. This is his. Let's see, what is this? This is his right side, and his left side was probably 300 yards through the woods and in the bigger field. So 300 yards away on a straight line path. That's what I did. I just figured if he was walking straight from field to field, which way he'd go, and that's the way I walked. So 300 yards away was his other side. Dougie, what the heck did you find? Look at this. I'm carrying this around, walking in the same field where I just found this 10, and not paying attention to the dog, and he's walking and smiling. And where did you just come from, Doug? Where did you just come from? Can I have that? Come here, bud. Can I have it? Come here. You're being such a good boy, and I'm not paying attention to you. Where'd you find it? He was behind me, and he just ran up behind me. He was right over here somewhere to my left. Come here. Okay. Can I have it? Let's put it together with this one. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come here. You're such a good boy. No, I want it. Can you find the mother? Can I have it? Wow. Look at this one. Gee whiz. Another nice one, Dougie. Another nice one. Where was that, Dougie? Right over here? He was over here. I just walked past him. He was like, I thought he was sniffing over here where Luke is. Where is it at, Doug? Where'd you get it, bud? Good boy. You found it. Find another one. Find it. Find the bones. Find another one. Where's it at? Find another one. Come on, find it. It must have been under the snow, because that's what they were doing there. I just walked right past them. I thought he's sniffing for mice. I walked past him, and then he comes trotting past me holding the antlers. And I've been creeping through here, walking real slow and looking around. You little sucker. Good boy. Come here, you. Look at this. You're such a good boy. Come on, let's find them. Come on, we'll find some more. Come on. How did you find it? What do you got, Luke? You're going to find these. Find these, not mice. He's all excited now. Find it. Find the bones. I gave him a bunch of hugs and pats, and good boy, find it. And now he's on the hunt now. Uh-oh, you got one? Can you find them? Find another one. See that tail wagging. When their tail wags real fast like that, it's almost like they're bird hunting. When they sniff a bird, they start wagging real hard. Like that. You find it? No? You're messing with me now. Now you're messing with me. All right. Now I'm walking along a stream bottom here. I'm gonna try to skirt the sides of this thing back and forth. And it's just a beautiful stream. It's a runoff from the mountains, and it connects all the way down to the bottom of the property to the main creek. But one of my things on my list of things to do is to get some sort of a brush hog or hire somebody to cut everything I'm walking on right here and make a trail that goes to whole length and meanders along this stream the whole length of the property, because it's set back in the woods here, and you can see it now because it's wintertime and everything's dead. But once everything starts growing, all this, you can't even see this. You can't get down in here because there's sticker bushes and branches, and you can't even see this beautiful stream. So I'd love to make a path to walk along this thing. Not for hunting, nothing like that, just for something to relax and take a walk. It would be nice, instead of just walking like the edges of fields, to be able to walk through the woods and look down at the stream. And it has deep holes in it, actually. It's just a little stream here, but where it makes curves, like up there along that bend where it makes that turn, it's probably 3 feet deep right there. But it's pretty nice area.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure. We gotta go off today because today's a nice day to do that. But our stuff has to be started by the end of February, and in February.
What did you guys get?
Huh?
What did you buy? I mean, what kind of seeds?
Now, of course, we walked this 4 times, but today, last night, all day yesterday, the snow kind of melted, so we're out here this morning, and it's pretty nice out. And we said, let's take a walk. Maybe there's some little ones that were laying flat underneath the snow. And I was just standing here for a minute, and right next to this, little Y-buck. Yep, I know, Doug. You were supposed to find it. Yeah, we walked this 4 times.
There's more snow here yesterday.
Yeah, there was a lot more snow here yesterday. This would have been completely under the snow yesterday. In one day, melted. Okay, another spot that we walked at least 2 or 3 times, but the snow melted, and let's see what we got here. Yeah. All right, there's your buddy. There he goes.
Oh, he
Didn't want that one. He's like, that's a small one. Let me come around out of this.
That's the one you got in your hand.
It might be. There was.
It's a little wider. You don't have the
Yeah.
prong thing or whatever.
Yeah, brow tine. Nice. So that was right here along the ditch, and geez, how many times have I walked? I actually walked right where you're standing.
Actually, what's funny is I was walking, I was looking at the dog digging, and I was standing here, and I just went, look down, and there it was.
It was just there. That's how I just found this one. I was just standing there for a minute and looked down, and it was there. I didn't even see walking up to it.
Yeah, you might as well, you'd be better off just standing somewhere and just looking around.
Yeah, that seems like it's what it's got to be. It's like when it could be open just like that, and you're just walking and looking and walking and looking, and you don't see nothing, then you stop for a minute, and then you look down, and it's right there. It's crazy.
I was like, where'd that come from?
All right, I guess the bigger ones are easier to find because the points stick up. But when they look like this, they're definitely under the snow. So, all right. That's 2 more today. I'll keep going. All right, so a little update. Today when we were going out frost seeding, we found 4 more sheds, but we actually found a set. Look at this. Look at that guy, how he's bladed. Perfectly on both sides. A really neat little Y-buck. It's pretty cool, like 2 paddles. Make spoons out of this or something, a spork. 2 sporks. And then this little guy I thought was pretty neat that we just found. It's almost like a roe deer from Europe. That's what it reminds me of. So a bunch of little ones. Now, of course, all these little ones that we found were all under the snow. Like I said, we walked back and forth on those, on the hill there 6, 7, 8 times. I don't know. And each time we went back, we found another one. But best year so far, 3 sets. The 2 big sets, and then this little paddle guy, which is really nice. That is Doug, the dog. He actually found 2 of these. He found this one on his own and brought it back. And I think it was this one. Yeah. And that's Doug too. He found this one by himself and brought it back. Blam! Look at this. Our best find so far. I found a complete set, and look at this sucker. I found, let's see, this is January. So I found this. This is the video I made last month when I found this single one, me and the dog. And then this weekend, I found the other side to it. So it was literally, I don't know, a few yards apart, but it was buried in the snow, and I didn't find it the last time, but I found it this weekend. So this is the biggest deer we found so far. But along with that is this deer right here. Look at this. Another set. We found 2 complete giant sets this year. But I can't believe I actually found his antlers, but it's not as big as this 8-pointer. The mass on it is great, and it's a great 10-point, but I don't think he's that old. I think he might be a 3-year-old. Well, if you compare that to this buck here, this is just a giant. This 8-point is just perfect genetics. It's huge, it's wide, it's thick, it's heavy. This is a really nice buck. I probably would like to shoot this buck. He's probably 200-pound deer, more than that deer this year. Now next year that deer that's going to be the one to go after next year, and even this one. So 2 deer survived this year, and I found 2 sets. It's probably the best year so far. So I'm going to get 2 more of the rack hubs, and I don't know where I'm putting them. Maybe I'll have to start putting them along here. Huh?
No.
Well, we got to find a place for them.
You're not putting in that nice chestnut wood.
Maybe up there, just the racks.
No.
We got the bear coming. The bear's going to go up there, I think. We'll see.